Hi, I'm Dave Koster, General Manager of the Holland Board of Public Works. The Holland BPW supports our community by building and maintaining critical infrastructure and providing reliable utility services. I am privileged to work alongside the 180 dedicated team members that are constantly seeking new ways to improve quality of life and economic development in the city and surrounding service territories through the services we provide. The current fiscal year, 2023, continues to be an exciting year because of several major projects and initiatives that have been undertaken in all four of our utilities. Many of these are multi-year endeavors that will be continued into 2024 and beyond. In the electric utility, we are focused on reducing carbon emissions while meeting our community's growing needs for reliable and affordable electricity. Community energy plan initiatives are a significant focus in the electric utility. In calendar year 2022, Holland BPW's portfolio had 50% fewer pounds of CO2 per megawatt hour than in 2005. We continue to increase the amount of renewables in our portfolio in partnership with other municipal members of Michigan Public Power Agency. We have multiple purchase power agreements that allow us to acquire electricity from wind, solar, and landfill gas. Last year, renewable energy sources totaled just over 170,000 megawatt hours, or approximately 15.7% of our annual sales. Through Michigan Public Power Agency, we are slated to receive 17.7 megawatts of installed capacity from 2 additional solar projects in Michigan. Both projects are expected to be commercially operational over the next couple of years. These additions are expected to increase Holland's BPW's total installed solar capacity to nearly 30 megawatts. This year, we launched a new program that gives customers an incentive to purchase electric-powered products as opposed to natural gas or other fuels. We call this our Beneficial Electrification Program. Rebates are now available for heat pumps, heat pump water heaters, and a number of outdoor maintenance equipment items such as lawnmowers, trimmers, leaf blowers, and snow blowers. Customers that make these changes are not only optimizing efficiency, but also are improving the environmental performance of the Holland community. Holland BPW Energy Smart rebates incentivize customers to choose energy-efficient products that lower their building energy consumption. Our energy waste reduction goals are increasing incrementally, reaching 2% per year by 2024. This year, our goal was 1.5%. This past year, we've seen tremendous growth continue in all 3 customer classes: residential, commercial, and industrial. One particularly impactful addition is the LG Energy Solution expansion of its lithium-ion battery production capability in the City of Holland. When LG announced plans to expand manufacturing in Holland, they identified a need for an additional 71 megawatts of service, which translates to an increase of approximately 40% in annual energy requirements for the electric utility. In order to serve this demand, we are constructing a new substation on Waverly Court. East Point, as it's called, will be our 10th substation in the Holland BPW's distribution system and is projected to be online by June 30, 2023. We are proud to receive our 5th consecutive Reliable Public Power Provider, or RP3, award from the American Public Power Association. Achieving RP3 is a great honor, as well as an in-depth application process that leads to continuous improvement and best practices for our organization. We have been a Diamond RP3 provider, the highest level awarded, for over a decade now. In the water utility, we recently completed a new transmission main in Lakewood Boulevard and North River Avenue. This major infrastructure project was very visible to the community, and for that, we collaborated with Ottawa County, Holland Township, and the City of Holland to make the most efficient use of construction time. The new transmission main brings reliability to a critical portion of the water system by creating redundancy of the nearly 65-year-old original main that brings water into the city and throughout our retail network. The water transmission main project, coupled with connections to the City of Wyoming system that was installed within the past decade, provides certainty on where we will invest for future new supplies. As a result, the city put a measure on the ballot this November to ask to be enabled to sell Lake Michigan front property in Laketown Township that was being held as a possible location for a water plant in the southern part of our system. The citizens voted in favor, and now we'll be moving forward towards the marketing and sale of the property in the coming months. While unlikely that we would need a plant in that area in the future, still, we plan to preserve an easement for a water intake line just in case. Another highly visible project is the anaerobic digester at the water reclamation facility. This is a critical process for our wastewater plant because the cost of disposing biosolids is increasing rapidly, with other options getting harder and harder to come by. This important investment will reduce the volume of biosolids in half while creating biogas, a renewable energy source and a byproduct of anaerobic digestion. This biogas will be used to provide heat and power to the water reclamation facility. What's more, the remaining biosolids will be processed to a Class A level, which opens up options for both disposal and reuse. The anaerobic digester is expected to begin startup activities near the beginning of fiscal year 2024. The water reclamation facility received its third Utility of the Future Today award. The national program recognizes water resource recovery facilities for transformational work. This year's award recognized efforts in water reuse. We also have awards in partnering and engagement, as well as beneficial biosolids use. Having awards in 3 out of 5 possible areas puts us in exclusive company with only a handful of other facilities throughout the country. On August 2, 2022, the citizens of Holland voted to make a community-level investment in city-wide fiber. This means every address in Holland will have access to high-speed, reliable broadband service on a community-owned network that is locally managed and maintained. We currently are in the design phase. We also are beginning procurement of items with a long lead time. Construction is projected to begin in the fall of 2023. Service areas will become operational in phases, with full completion of the project expected by 2026. Please refer to hollandcityfiber.com for updates. Continuing to strengthen our position as an employer of choice is a focus for the BPW. This past year, we collaborated with the city staff and with other Ottawa and Muskegon County municipalities in the Government Alliance for Racial Equity Learning Communities of Practice program. This program supported and complemented an internal multi-year effort to enhance our organization's culture through the development of strategies and goals that enrich DEIB at the Holland BPW. Holland BPW is also working to promote careers in utilities through local youth engagement and educational programming. Our communications and human resources teams are working together to develop materials that present utility careers for students and teachers, including brochures and website enhancements. To create more equity in our educational program, we are developing in-classroom experiences in addition to field trips so that we can reach more schools. These are just a few of the significant projects and initiatives being undertaken by the Holland BPW over the remainder of this fiscal year and into 2024.